The I-29 corridor runs north and south through several states in the upper Midwest, all the way from Kansas City, Missouri to the Canadian border. The route also runs through what Southern Baptist leaders see as a ripe mission field. Baptist leader Leo Endell says research led to a vision for evangelism.
We begin to realize that it wasn't just that Southern Baptists weren't there. Evangelicals at large were underrepresented. There are evangelical churches in many of these communities, but they're in much smaller numbers than they are in other places in the United States.
As a result, the North American Mission Board, along with other partners, will launch the Heartland Interstate Strategy this year. Its goal, strengthen existing churches and plant new ones across the region over the next 4 years.
I think the people in the upper Midwest are like people anywhere. They're trying to make sense out of life. They're struggling through with the regular struggles that we all have. Making ends meet, trying to find our way. Where's our significance?
The Heartland Interstate Strategy is to plant churches in 7 strategic cities along the I-29 corridor. Once the churches are established, they plan to spread the gospel east and west into more remote regions.
We wondered if we could take the strength of Missouri particularly and come straight up I-29 into the major cities. St. Joseph, Omaha, Sioux City, Sioux Falls, Fargo, Grand Forks, and then even to Winnipeg.
Church planter Jonathan Land recently relocated to Sioux Falls, South Dakota with his wife and 2 girls. In addition to a strategic target, Sioux Falls is also the biggest city in the Dakotas.
We made an intentional effort to have volunteer teams help us canvass areas, knocked on doors, introduced ourselves as a church. This is who we are. We love this city. We're excited to be here. We want to bless you.
Land told CBN News his vision for reaching the upper Midwest comes straight from the Bible.
Our passion came from the book of Acts, and so we wanted to be a part of a biblical church. We wanted to see the gospel go out in an area that maybe had either been impervious to it or completely unaffected by it.
Mark Elliott, who helps in the overall planting strategy, says the key for a strong church foundation always begins with prayer.
I think the critical #1 piece is just pray for the spiritual needs in the area, pray that Lord would raise up leaders for the harvest and from the harvest.
While the Heartland Interstate Strategy is still in the beginning stages, church leaders hope a major push planned for the fall could ultimately help fulfill the Great Commission.
We see our role here in Sioux Falls as just one little piece of this amazing thing that God has been doing among the nations. His glory is going to be known among everyone.
Paul Strand, CBN News.